Hey, welcome back, viewer. So what I'm about to show you is a video clip from a channel called Patriot Voice, and she's, if I understand correctly, a conservative woman who goes out onto different locations and college campuses and asks people questions, interviews people like from a conservative perspective, and her videos are entertaining to watch. So I'll provide a link at the bottom of this, but I want you to see this interaction that just happened and the appalling, the appalling thing that happens next, and then I'll comment on it.
Opinion. You thought I was being a bitch. What did I say that it was bitchy?
You were being a bitch.
What did I say?
And you were agitating.
What did I say since you know it all?
You were agitating.
How?
You were agitating.
How?
You were agitating.
I feel like you're agitating.
I am agitating, you guys.
So would I be okay to punch you in the face?
Punch you in the face.
I would never do that.
Punch you in the face.
I would. That's my point.
Okay.
Then she was
So one thing doesn't equal. Just because you're angry at somebody doesn't mean you can assault them.
That's
Just
your opinion.
It's
it's not an opinion. It's the law. It's the law.
You choose violence. This is why Trump won.
The only answer.
This is why Trump won.
Sometimes people like you deserve to get kirked.
Yeah. Oh, get kirked.
Wow.
Do you think we should get kirked?
You should get kirked. Yeah.
Wow.
I should get kirked.
You should all get
Say it again.
Get kirked. You should all get kirked. Woo! Get kirked.
I think you have a lisp. You spit when you talk.
These people.
It's not very attractive. He just said we should be assassinated. Yeah, we'll let you guys react to that.
Okay, so the guy in that clip, I think before that clip starts, he's arguing with the interviewer, like justifying that she deserves to have been hit, because I think she says in that video, when I watched it the other day, that she has actually been punched before, and he was saying that like she deserved it, that people deserve that. And then he goes on to escalate there to saying that she should get kirked, that they should be kirked, that he's saying that because they're out there as, I think they're at a pride event and asking questions to people from a conservative perspective, that because they're doing this, they deserve to die, to be assassinated, to, as I would call it, what was done to Charlie Kirk was like a summary execution. I don't know how to say that. Summary execution. All right. He was just murdered in public, executed by a leftist. And that guy is flippantly, mockingly laughing about this. Right? That just happened months ago. Just a matter of months ago. Those children, Charlie Kirk's children, go through the rest of their lives without their dad. Erica Kirk goes the rest of her life without her husband. Charlie Kirk's parents go the rest of their lives without their son. And this guy is just flippantly saying that more conservative people should die, that they deserve to be shot in the neck, is what he's saying. This is appalling. This is disgusting. How do you reason with that? Now he's just one guy and he's acting really flippant and stupid and callous, but he's just one guy. So of course lots of people don't agree with that. Lots of people on the left aren't going to have that sentiment, and lots of people left the left because of that. I have not seen that kind of sentiment on the right concerning things like Renee Good and Alex Preddy. I've seen that the response is much more focused on their behavior, what they did in those situations, the logic, the reason around it, that there's tragedy in that loss of life, that these things were avoidable, that these things shouldn't have led to death, while at the same time there were actions involved and culpability in those actions as far as that goes. Neither one of those situations was murder. Meanwhile, leftists are defending people who are in fact, as far as illegal aliens go, some of them are in fact guilty of murder and violent crimes and things like that. So there is just this evil callousness brewing, it would seem, on the left, from the people who claim tolerance, from the people who claim things are hate speech and that such speech needs to be regulated, censored, and apparently deserves death and summary execution. At the same time, they seem to be the greatest propagators, purveyors, words. The ones doing it the most. All of the hate is coming from the left. I don't hate them. like every single political position they stand for, I disagree with. I would logically disagree with. I would probably biblically disagree with, and even hate or despise the sorts of outcomes that such beliefs produce in the world. And maybe like hate the beliefs, the ideological positions. I mean, like someone like, let's say, the beliefs of Karl Marx. I like to rag on Karl Marx and Marxist ideology, right? He posits that the whole world is made up of like all relationships are power and that everything is oppressor and oppressed. Like, I think that's an evil, demonic, stupid kind of ideology that just doesn't understand humanity at all. It picks like one thing and then filters all humanity through it. It's stupid and evil. Like, I hate that belief. Like, I despise Karl Marx and the ideas that he proposed. And yet he was a human being, and yet everybody has a right to their voice and has a right to exist and be like working out their lives in the world as well. And so there just seems to be this difference between right and left. Like, I value debate and the challenging of ideas, and I think that there are better ideas and worse ideas. And on the left, they seem to be inculcating this sense that the ideas that they don't like are worthy of death. So that's pretty messed up. I just wanted to say, I saw that clip and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's just flippantly joking about something so horrible. I mean, I had a visceral response to Charlie Kirk's murder. I remember bringing up that video, and I made a video ways back. It was one of my first videos, I think the first video I made. But I mean, that just hit me like a sledgehammer to see that clip when he gets shot in the neck. To see that blood shoot out of his neck was horrifying, because I'd watched him for some months and felt a certain connection to watching him, listening to him debate. He was a great debater. And so there was something just struck at the humanity. So anyway, to see that flippancy and mockery, to throw that out there, it's just appalling. And I think the left needs to move away from that kind of violent rhetoric. They need to rein themselves in. When are they going to rein themselves in and realize that they are going insane? I appreciate that there's people that are leaving the left and that there's people recognizing it. But what it does mean is that it's like concentrating more of the ideological evil and stupid all within itself, because the people who remain are the people who think that the take over our country through mass illegal migration.
Pedirles a las personas migrantes y racializadas que por favor no nos dejen solas con tanto facha. Y claro que sí queremos que voten, claro que sí, hemos conseguido papeles, regularización ya, y ahora vamos a por la nacionalidad o a cambiar la ley para que puedan votar, por supuesto. Ojalá, teoría del reemplazo, ojalá podamos barrer de fachas y de racistas este país con gente migrante, con gente trabajadora. Claro que yo quiero que haya reemplazo de fachas, reemplazo de racistas, reemplazo de vividores, y que lo podamos hacer con la gente trabajadora de este país, tenga el color de la piel que tenga, sea china, negra, marrona, con todas compañeras las gentes trabajadoras de este país.
Have the solution. Every study published in the last 5 years, when you look at vaccine refusers, I'm not talking about, well, hesitants, most of them we can talk into coming to terms, but refusers. We'll just get rid of all the whites in the United States.
The rise of socialism, that indoctrinating children and that mutilating surgeries, that these things, they believe that these things are the good things and the future for the world. And so the people who stay are just more hardcore, and that's scary. So those are my thoughts on that video. Please like and subscribe if you like this kind of thing and want to hear more thoughts from me for whatever reason. I'm just putting my opinions out there like anybody else has a right to. So thank you for watching, and let's go out and, I want to make sure that I'm linking in the spiritual element here that Jesus said. I am Christian, and Jesus said to love our neighbors as ourselves. And so I don't want to, the response is not to hate back. The response is to love in spite of that. But loving one neighbor also involves holding people accountable. It means holding people accountable to laws and things like that. That means holding people accountable, responsible for their behaviors as well. Just as parents, if you're a parent, you know that loving your child is far more than just giving your child whatever they want and letting them get away with whatever they want. That is not loving a child. One does not love their neighbor by letting them run roughshod of every rule, law, and regulation and do whatever the heck they want. And, I wouldn't expect someone to, on the immigration front, to be allowed to do anything. Okay, I would expect that somebody would rein me in if I was the one causing problems, breaking the laws. If I were in some foreign land breaking laws, the expectation would be that I would be held accountable to those laws. So, and that would be an act of love, and that would be an act of justice. Okay, so go out, work on that genuine love for your neighbor and not giving into that thing that could so easily become just a hatred and a mirror image. Okay, that's my thought. Aim upward. That's what Jordan Peterson, so many of his videos encourages people to aim upwards, and that's how I want to finish this video. Is like, what is the higher aim that you can be aspiring for as you live out your life and your values? Okay, random thoughts on that video clip, and I'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe.